Hi, Sleepy Hollow. It's Word Lady. How are you? Today we're going to be reading Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin. The words we're going to be focusing on, our new vocabulary words, are strike, impatient, and neutral. You know that readers can use new words in sentence frames. So we'll be practicing the meaning of these words after we read Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. Why would cows need to type? I hope you're wondering. Well, there's a farmer in this book, Farmer Brown, and he's having a problem with his animals on the farm. And they need to communicate those problems to the farmer. So let's find out how they do that. Click, clack, moo, cows that type. They have a typewriter. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. He doesn't look too happy about this. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold. At night, we'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. Strike means when workers stop doing their work for a period of time to make their boss change something. So these cows want the farmer to give them electric blankets because they're cold at night. So they're going on strike. They're going to stop working. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. There's that word. Impatient means not patient, not willing to wait. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed, no milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Empty buckets, overturned stool. Not good. Cows that type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Here he is typing his own note on a typewriter. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. Here's Duck walking with a note from Farmer Brown to the cows. Neutral means not interested, not expressing a strong opinion. It also means indifferent. So Duck is not on Farmer Brown's side. Duck is not on the cows and the hen's side. He's right in the middle. He's neutral. The cows held an emergency meeting. See the lock behind the barn door? All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets. Do you see all these red buttons? These are the controls for the electric blankets. They turn on the electric blankets. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. Do you think Duck will come? The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. So what happened to that typewriter? Did Farmer Brown get that typewriter? Is Duck still a neutral party? And did the ducks get a diving board? I hope you've enjoyed Click Clack Moo. Let's use our new words in sentence frames. I'd love my producer to help out right now. Let's start with strike. Now there are many meanings for the word strike. But in this case, when we zoom in and look at this word and the picture underneath it, we have people holding up signs. These people have stopped working because they want something or they need something. Okay, they are on strike. Let's look down here at the sentence frame. The workers were not happy with, blank. They went on strike because, so what might make the workers go on strike? Let's think. Here's an example. The workers were not happy with their pay. They weren't getting paid enough. They went on strike because they needed more money to live. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's hold that still. There we go. Got it? Okay, the next word is impatient. I waited a long time for, I became impatient. Here's an example. I waited a long time for my birthday to come. I became impatient. Try one. New sentence. I'm going to move so you can see better. Ready? The challenge is, sorry about that, boys and girls. My two brothers argued about, I remained neutral because I didn't have an opinion. Here's an example. My two brothers argued about where to eat dinner. We couldn't decide between Burger King and Wendy's. I remained neutral because I didn't have an opinion about where we ate. You try it. Who's arguing? What are they arguing about? You remained neutral, or maybe someone in your family remained neutral because they didn't have an opinion. Try it out. Okay, I hope you tried out the new words. It was a little challenging this week. I didn't have sentence strips, so sorry about all the movement down here with our sentence frames. I hope you enjoyed Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type, and know that every time you read, you notice new words, you figure them out, and you try them in sentences. I want to thank my producer, Claire Smith.
Hello.
Bye-bye, boys and girls. See you next week for Word Lady.
I gotta go get my cast on and do belly dancing.
Bye-bye.